G'day guys, it's Clarky here from Clarky's Column, and today I'm going to be bringing you guys my predicted top 17 for the Indigenous and Maori All-Star game that is taking place February 15th at Amy Park. This will be a double header between the women's and the men's. Today I am only going to be covering off on my predicted 17 for the men's, as well as some other notable chances that I believe are a genuine chance to be an inclusion in my squad. As always guys, I hope you enjoy. Let me know on Facebook and Instagram in the comments below if you would make any changes to my teams. With that being said, let's crack on with this video. Okay guys, let's take a look at my predicted Indigenous 17 to start us off with. So at the top I have Ben Barber at fullback, and really excited to see Ben Barber back in the NRL in 2019. I believe this game gives him an opportunity to showcase his skills and really show us all what we're in store watching the great man perform for the Cowboys in 2019. Moving on to the wings now, I've gone with Dane Gagai and the Fox Joshua Addo-Carr. Both of these men are superb finishers with a lot of speed to burn and no doubt make a very exciting wing pair. Into the centres now, I've gone with Latrell Mitchell and Greg Inglis. This one is a bit of a no-brainer. They are two of the best centres in the NRL. I believe Latrell Mitchell will goal kick for this side, and I believe Greg Inglis will lead and captain this side. Moving into the halves now, I've gone with Cody Walker at 5'8" and Ashley Taylor at halfback. Cody Walker obviously enjoyed a very successful 2018, and no doubt he will bring that form with him into this game, whereas Ash Taylor's form may have dropped a little bit towards the end of 2018, but we certainly know what he is, what sort of talent he can bring to a side like this. Add in, he is also a halfback that plays to structure and a bit more of a controlling half as opposed to Walker. Ash could definitely lead this team around and let Walker play what's in front of him. Now we move into the front row, and I've gone with Andrew Fifita and Ryan James at front row with Nathan Peets at hooker. Now I know Andrew Fifita has pledged his allegiance to Tonga, but I'm not sure whether he would make himself available for this game, but he is definitely eligible to represent the Indigenous All-Stars, and I'd love to see him there to start this season. And to partner him, I've gone with Ryan James, who is obviously the captain of the Gold Coast Titans. Very talented, very good front rower, and you can get big minutes out of him. Nathan Peets at hooker. Again, a no bullshit hooker that will defend for you for the full 80, and very talented former New South Wales Blues rep. Into the back row now, I've gone with Adam Elliott and Joel Thompson. Both of these men had very good 2018 and are both very talented back rowers. And at lock here, I've gone with Jack Bird to add a little bit more X factor and a little bit more creativity. As we have seen throughout the years in our game, Indigenous Australians are some of the fastest, most talented, and most ad-lib players we've ever seen. They can play what's in front of them and make stuff appear from nothing. So I believe having Jack Bird at lock will give them a little bit more X factor out wide and in attack, as essentially he could play as a third half to Ash and Cody Walker there. Now we move on to the bench, and I've got Tyrone Peachey as the utility in this side. A bit of a no-brainer. Again, he is the Australian utility, so it does make sense for him to be there in this side. I've gone with David Fifita, Tyrell Fuimaono, and Leilani Latu. The reason I am only carrying one big man on this bench is because, as I said before, Indigenous Australians love to throw the footy around and play an exciting brand of football. I believe Ryan James is capable of playing the full 80, so Leilani Latu could potentially replace Andrew Fifita there for a couple minutes, or perhaps someone in the back row if necessary, maybe Jack Bird at lock. But regardless, Latu would be there to come on for 20 or 25 minutes and give one of the big men a spell, and then obviously they would come back on and add another layer of attack to this exciting squad. Overall, I think this is a very powerful squad, and I believe it's got a lot of X factor all throughout. And if this is the top 17 we see selected, then no doubt we will get a very, very exciting game in terms of offense. Okay guys, just quickly let's have a look at some of the notable chances for this Indigenous squad. We have Connor Watson, who could play utility, Jesse Ramian, who is definitely capable of filling in at centre there if GI or Latrell were unavailable, Gideon Geller-Mosby and Blake Ferguson. both available for the wing and both very exceptional players. Also, Bevan French, they're available for the wing. We've got Will Chambers and James Roberts also available for the outside back positions. Tyrone Roberts as well. Aiden Caesar are some more available halves, as well as Katoni Staggs and Corey Thompson. So not a lot of depth here in terms of forward, but definitely a lot of depth in terms of outside backs and also some depth there for the halves. Okay guys, now we move on to the Maori All-Stars. Now I apologise for the photo in the top left. I understand that is not going to be their logo. That is a previous NRL All-Stars logo. However, the official Maori logo has not been released yet, so that's what I've had to run with here. Starting us off at fullback, I've gone with Kalen Ponga. Now, I don't really need to say too much about that. That is a no-brainer. If he's available, he will be picked. Now we move on to their wings. I've gone with Sean Kenny Dowell and Jordan Carr, who I also believe will goal kick. Both wingers had some very nice form in 2018. Into the centres now, and I've got Joseph Manu and Peter Hiku. Peter Hiku obviously has a great offload on him, and Sean Kenny Dowell, as we know, is a finisher. As for Joseph Manu, well, he's one of the best centres coming through the game at the moment, and it would be great to see him match up with Latrell like we did for Australia versus New Zealand. Into the halves now, and I've gone with Benji Marshall and Corey Norman at halfback. Now, I've got Benji Marshall here as the captain, and I've selected him there because I would love to see Benji Marshall have the opportunity to represent his heritage and his culture one last time. We know he embodies the New Zealand spirit as much as any other New Zealand Maori player we've ever seen in our game before, and that's why I also am as the captain. Corey Norman in the halves, I believe, a very, again, structured halfback that will allow Benji to play a little bit more ad-lib football. Into the front row now, I've gone with Jesse Bromwich here and Jordan McLean. Now, I know you're thinking Jordan McLean played for Australia, but he is eligible to represent the Maoris under the eligibility rules. At hooker now, I've gone with Isaac Luke, obviously one of the best Maori hookers we've ever seen in our game, if not the best. Into the back row now, and I've gone with Kevin Proctor and Tohu Harris, the old Melbourne Storm premiership winning back row combination. Wouldn't it be great to see them back together again? Into lock now, and I have gone with James Fisher-Harris. He is absolutely superb. Obviously, he was just recently re-signed on a long-term deal with the Panthers, and you can see why. Onto the bench now, and for the utility, I've gone with Cody Nikorima. This is a position where I personally believe he plays his best football when the forwards in the middle are a little bit more tired, and Cody can come in and really either scoot out of dummy half or get that fast play the ball and take the ball to the line. He's very evasive, has very good turn of foot, and very quick off the mark. So I believe that is the position that would suit him most. As for other players on the bench, I've gone with Adam Blair, Corey Harawira-Naera, and Russell Packer. Now, Adam Blair and Harawira-Naera. Adam Blair, obviously a very, very strong player and a very experienced NRL head. I believe it is necessary for them to carry someone like him on the bench, as well as Russell Packer there. Now, I'm not sure if Russell will represent the Maori team. I know that he previously said he will no longer represent the New Zealand Kiwis, so that is a bit of a weird one. But if he's available, I believe he should be picked. Corey Harawira-Naera, one of the best young talents coming through our game, recently signed for the Canterbury Bulldogs. I would love the chance to see him go around before the season starts. Okay guys, now for some notable chances for the All-Star Maori squad. We have Danny Levi there, who is obviously a talented hooker who could fill in at hooker or the utility spot. Tamari Martin, Jeremy Lattimore, I'm not sure how he's Maori, but apparently he is, so good on your lats if you're there. We've got Lloyd Parrott, and guess who we almost had, guys? Valentine Holmes. Unfortunately, that will not occur now, obviously, as he has left for the NFL, but he was definitely eligible to play for this team, and I gotta admit, I was very excited at the thought of seeing him and KP link up again, just like in Origin last year for the Queensland Maroons. Sadly, we won't see that, but there are still some other nice chances there for the Maori All-Stars. Alright guys, and that is going to wrap up the video. My predicted 17 for the Indigenous and Maori All-Stars match that is coming, as I said, February 15th at Amy Park, a doubleheader including a women's match before. Very excited for this match, and also very excited to hear your guys' thoughts on this video. What changes would you make to my teams? Which players would you leave in? Which players would you leave out? As always, let me know on Facebook, Instagram, or in the comments, and I'll do my best to get back to you all. Thank you guys very much. I hope you're enjoying my YouTube content during the off season and it's making it a little bit better for you. My name is Clarky from Clarky's Column. Follow me on Facebook and Instagram. Thank you very much for watching. Until next time.
I take your eyes to see the moon. Take your body to the